In today's video, we're going to talk about color coding and goal setting using your Bloom daily planners. This is a system that is built into Bloom's Vision Planner and also their Ultimate Planner, so stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Nikki and I'm going to welcome you here to Carry Grace. Alright, so like I said, Bloom has a Vision Planner as well as an Ultimate Planner, and inside both of those planners they have a goal system already set up. And so I was watching Kristen Kramer a few weeks ago. She's somebody that I like to watch here on YouTube, and she uses a particular planner that has a color coding and goal system built into it. And it got me thinking that because I already have a goal setting system built into my planners that I use, it would be really easy to take that system and then add color coding to it. So that's what we're going to be doing. If you're somebody that enjoys color coding, I'm going to show you how to color code your goals within Bloom's goal setting systems. All right, so the Bloom daily planners, their goal planning system has 9 categories. We've got personal growth, relationships, health and fitness, family and home, work and school, finances, fun and adventure, and then there are 2 blank categories that you can use however you would like. Now, for me personally, family and home, I like to break those down separately. So I've got family here and then home. The reason I like to do that is simply because we do a lot of home projects, so I like to have that separate. And then for work and school, the reason I like to break that down is because we homeschool. So I like to have a category for work and then also a category for school. Now I will tell you that I haven't used Bloom's goal setting system to its fullest in the past. I've kind of dabbled with it here and there. This past year has been kind of a rough year, and so the goals that I have had, they've really mostly strictly been on home, and that's okay. But I know that going into this new year, I really wanted to really take advantage and use this full system. I'm also somebody that has color coded my plans in the past, and I felt like bringing color coding back into this system and this planner is just going to be a really good fit for me going into the new year. So I wanted to share this with you guys in case it's something that you think that you would benefit from. So before we get into the actual system, I want to talk about highlighters, markers, and pens very quickly. When I first decided to do this, I pulled out my highlighters from Artist's Loft. This is a Michaels brand. I really like these dot markers that they have. They make these perfect little dots, and I knew that it would just be really easy because I already had these. However, when I went to Michaels' website, I noticed they are no longer available. So that made me extremely sad because I don't like to show you guys something that you can't get for yourselves. So I went to Michaels just to see if maybe they had them in store, and they do not. Now, maybe you could find them in your store. I don't know. Maybe you have these highlighters laying around your house and you want to use them. I like them because they work really great on the Bloom paper. I believe it's the Zig brand of dot markers that's really popular. Those particular ones are way too inky for the Bloom paper. They just don't work really well. So I reached out to the planner community and I asked if anybody knew of anything that would be similar to the Artist Loft. And Kristen Kramer again reached out and told me about this brand. This brand is on Amazon. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's OHUHU. They look almost identical to the ones from Michaels. However, these are a lot more inky, and I wasn't happy with how they worked on the Bloom paper. I did do a test though, and I want to show them to you for a couple of different reasons. All right, so here is the pen test or highlighter test I did from the ones from Amazon. So you can see that they look really nice. There are 15 colors. I didn't really pay a lot of attention to the description, but once I received them, I realized that 5 of the 15 colors are metallic. So I did my pen test, and then on the back, you will probably be able to see that several of these did bleed through the paper. and that would really bug me, so that is not something that I want to do. I did, however, notice that the colors that are metallic did not bleed through at all. So I was going to send these markers back, but because the metallic ones worked really well on balloon paper, I decided to try them because I have an idea for them for something totally different. So I'll have to make a whole separate video for that. But if you only need 5 colors for something and you use the balloon paper, or if you really just like these metallics, you may have a use for these. So I wanted to go ahead and include that in this video. So I went ahead and grabbed my trusty Mildliners. These are highlighters that I have been using forever, and they do work really well on the balloon paper. You'll see some of these, they have labels on them already because I have used a color coding system in the past and I just never took the labels off. So now I'm going to relabel these. I just haven't done it, but I wanted you guys to know that color coding really is something that I enjoy. I've just kind of gotten away from it, and so I'm really excited to bring it back, especially in the context of this goal planning system. So the first thing I did is I decided to come up with a color scheme, and you can do this however you would like. I decided that I just wanted to go with colors that I liked and I like using. You can do this however you would like, but there's no rhyme or reason really to the colors that I picked. Now, Bloom system, their goal setting system, does have 9 categories, so I knew that I needed 9 colors, but I chose to go with 12. For personal growth, I am choosing to use this category not only for personal growth, but also just for me personally. We have 4 people in our family, and so when they have appointments and things like that that I'm scheduling, I also want them to have a color. So I picked 3 additional colors so that they would each have a personal color. But for me, I'm going to use my personal growth color as my personal color because I didn't want to add yet another color. So you'll notice throughout this video that I actually have 12 colors. So just keep that in mind. Depending on the size of your family, you can add more colors if you want to, but like I said, this video is really about the goal setting portion of it, but you can also add more categories if you would like. All right, so the first thing I did when I was using the dot markers is I just came in with a dot and I assigned a color to each category. And then when I realized that these markers weren't going to work, I did the same thing on a different month using a regular Mildliner highlighter. And these have a chisel tip, not a dot. So when I realized I was going to be using Mildliners instead of the dot markers, I needed a way to color code this page. So I just grabbed a ruler and my chisel tip highlighter, and I just put it on here, and then I just assigned a color to each category. And now when I look at this, it's going to help me start associating these colors with these categories. So this is where I started. I'm eventually going to label all of my markers with just a regular label marker. I mean, not a label marker, a label maker. Just with a regular label maker, just going to print them out and put them on here, but I haven't done that yet. But that is something that you can do so that it's super easy to pick up a marker or highlighter and know exactly what category it is. All right, so these are my colors. In this system, like I said, you have 9 categories, and depending on which balloon planner you have, in the Ultimate Planner, you get a box for setting like a main category, and then you get 4 lines to create steps to help you reach this one goal. That is how it is set up. The new system in the Vision Planner, they just have 1 box, no lines. That way you can just set 1 goal. Or if you have more than 1 goal in each category, there's still plenty of room that you could set a couple different goals for each category if that is something that you choose to do. And then another thing that is new in the Vision Planner, because this is a dated planner and the Ultimate Planner is not a dated planner, is you get 1 goal that you're going to commit to for the month. So if you choose to color code, you could also color code this goal and make it match your categories. So each month when it's time to set it up, I'm going to jot down my goals for each category, and then I'm going to plan my month. All right, so right here we just have a mock-up of a month. I went back and pulled an old planner out that I haven't used so that I could show you how this is gonna look for me. So I ended up writing down like appointments and practices and then a few things on the sidebar that I need to do for this particular month. And then I color coded each thing. So like Wild Adventures, that is going to be under Fun and Adventure. So I used my color to color code this for Fun and Adventure. This color right here, you're gonna notice this kind of purpley pink color. All of these things are things that are just kind of my personal appointments and things that I need to focus on. So that's why I used my personal color. Things for our family, I used the family color. Things for my son, I used his color. I've got things labeled with colors for work and home and school and all of those things. So I think it's gonna be really nice every month when I open up my planner and make my plans to then come in and color code so that as I'm looking at everything as a whole, I can also see how these are going to relate back to my goals. But then also just kind of help me know what category they are in. So everything in my weekly plans is going to get color coded. It is going to fit in one of the categories that are in the goal setting. The cool thing about this, when you color code, there's a couple different things that happen. The first thing is you're going to start noticing if you are spending a lot more time in one area and not in another area. You may find that all of your time is going to work and school and things like that. And you may realize that maybe you really do need to set some goals for yourself in some of the other categories. Another thing that's going to happen is once you get used to using your color coding system, it's going to make it really easy for you to glance at your day and your week and know how you're going to be spending your time, how you need to set up your time, and things like that. It's going to make it really easy for you to locate things on the page that you are looking for. So on this page, I used the dot markers. So here I did the same thing. I just used the different markers. I used the Mildliners, and instead of a dot, I just made like a little box with the highlighter, and it worked really well. It's not quite as cute as the dots, but it's still super functional. And like I said, these markers or highlighters, I should say, work really well in here, and you really do get the same effect. So I just want to encourage you, take the Bloom goal setting system that's already built in, add colors to it, and start using those colors in your monthly and your weekly plans, and see if it helps you to start reaching those goals that you have set for yourself. All right, I also want to talk about something that I know is going to matter to those of you that use the Ultimate Planner because it is undated. So the Ultimate Planner is undated, and you can purchase stickers from Bloom, the Calendar Essentials pack. It comes in several different colorways. This is the jewel tones. To me, it's the one that looks the best with this particular planner. But some of you may be thinking, well, this is an undated planner, and if I use those stickers, I'm not gonna like the way it looks with color coding for the goals, because there's not enough highlighters out there that are going to match these colors. I have you covered. I did some digging around and I found that Erin Condren has clear date dots. Now these are going to be way more expensive than the ones from Bloom, but if this is something that is important to you, it may be worth the investment. The thing though that you need to know is with a Bloom set of stickers, you only need one pack of stickers and it will date your entire planner. There are dates for your monthly section as well as your weekly section. Plus there's a ton of other stickers that are really handy that I really like. I'm sure that there are lots of sticker shops and things like that. I'm not really a girl that orders from sticker shops. So if you have a sticker shop that you like and like to support, definitely support them. But if you're like me and just like to keep things super simple, Erin Condren does have these, but you will need 2 packs to completely date your planner. You'll need 1 pack to do the monthly section and then another pack to do your weekly section. So if you have clear dots with the, like the numbers, they're not really black. I would say they're more of like a really dark gray. They are not going to clash with whatever highlighter colors you choose to use. So for those of you that is really important to, I did want to point that out, that I did find a solution for that. These date dots though, they are available on the Erin Condren website as well as Amazon. So I will put some links down below, but like I said, I knew this would be important to some of you and I just wanted to point it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments, how are you feeling about the opportunity to color code your plans and your goals using the goal setting system that is already built into the Bloom daily planners. Again, this system is not available in all of Bloom's planners, but it is available and included in the Ultimate Planner as well as the Vision Planner. Thanks again. If you enjoyed this video and you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing down below, and I will see you guys soon.